Something very, very different today. It is Thursday the
10th of July.
10th of July, and we are in Kartland.
Paris.
We're here for the TB World Finals. We've never done anything like this before, so we've got sprint and endurance. Endurance is what, 12 hours?
Endurance. We've got 12-hour endurance in their R1 Honda karts, and then we've got sprint races in their Rotax R-Maxes.
Okay.
And the winner of the Rotax sprint races gets a ticket to Vegas.
Wow.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas! Vegas, baby! Vegas!
So today's practice, the boys are going to be going out in the sprint karts and the endurance karts to get used to the track. Then tomorrow is, you know the agenda, don't you?
Tomorrow's the heats.
Heat racing for the sprint and qualifying for the endurance.
And then
Saturday
is the endurance race.
from 9 till 9, that's
and
it.
then it's the sprint finals on Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
So we try and get you some footage of behind the scenes while we're here, the setups and how it all works, especially when the endurance, the testing. But today's very much about the kids, just sort of, not kids,
I've
the
just managed
young
to
men.
bag myself a session too.
you do driving?
Yeah.
Right.
Only in practice. I don't want to embarrass myself.
So, thank you very much. So this is Matty, X-Kart, I'm Andy, this is Emma, Zach's on the camera. Let's get this TV finals started. Enjoy the video. So Kartland Paris is absolutely huge. And here's the TB crew getting ready. I'll take you through. And here's all the karts. So apparently they're brand new karts. So these are the endurance. You can tell because they've got the Honda power unit in there. So these are sprint karts. And you've got Rotax engine in there. So there you go. That is the karts for the sprint and endurance. It's difficult, we haven't got the data stations here. So there's going to be feedback visually. We are going to be strapping Alfanos onto the karts so we can get some form of data. So let's get them out, let's get them in the karts, let's get going.
Okay, off for our first practice. Just going to go and weigh ourselves. I think we're finally ready. Got their gear on, they've sorted their GoPros. So we're going out for our first sprint practice. Okay, Matty's come out of retirement. He wants there to be a big entourage for that, so we've given him a big whoop, 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 whoop.
Well done, Matty. Well done for coming out of retirement.
Woo! Don't forget they're quicker than you, Matty. You might not be able to catch them up.
Yeah, you ready? Yeah, maybe.
They'll be like whippets off at the front. I've got Zach sat there going, we've been sat here for 25 minutes.
A few moments later.
Very different pace of life over here. Everything's been like, yeah, we'll get to it. Slow time. Practice sessions are 10 minutes long. This track's got a bridge as well, a bit like PFI. It's got an up and over. So Zach's going to really enjoy that. He loves that at PFI, so another opportunity to do the same thing here. Okay, Isaac's getting really sweaty. Zach's getting frustrated. He says the organisation is poor.
Making the decisions, probably couldn't organise a piss up in a brewery, honestly.
Zach's telling Isaac just to go out and run him over. He's sitting there going, organisation is rubbish. Okay, so we're going out. They haven't got the timing ready, so we're going to go out without the timing on. First couple of laps behind the safety car. Found ourselves a nice little spot on the viewing platform. That's one lap done. There's 2 more of those to go. They're going to feel like they're going really slow. They've just been waved on. Oh shit, who's that? That is Zach and Isaac already off at the first bend. So if that was Zach who came off again, he's already caught the rest of the pack. Oh, another one's come off. He's obviously caught the rest of the pack up fairly well. So yeah, we'll just let him go round for a few laps, see how he gets on. And oh yeah, he's already working his way through the pack. Typical Zach.
They're bouncy as anything.
Really?
Jesus Christ. I lost it at one point. That's why there was a big gap this summer.
And you came
I was
off.
closing it. Boom. Yeah.
And You came off at the first bend, didn't you, with Isaac as well?
Brakes are rubbing. Basically not braking for any corner.
Yeah, we literally broke at the curb, at the farthest point back, and we just went straight on. I'm rapid though.
Oh well, Matt's probably one of the heaviest out there, so he was one of the slowest, I think.
I flew past him, and I literally turned to look at him, and he turned to look back at me.
Preparations for our second practice. So the drivers this time, they've got all their weights, they've worked out how many kilos they need to be for either the junior or the senior sessions. And they're going to be adding extra weight on. I think Zach's got to add about 26 kilos to his kart.
So in practice, Zach was really swift. As you said, he was rapid, but once we added 26 kilos to the kart, that was it. The back was so heavy, he did have no steering at the front, which is a shame, but he was doing his best.
We've got a driver with a blue suit on who's obviously not very happy with somebody else. Hands in the air like, ah. There's quite a nice breeze over this side. I have no idea how they're going to get on with the endurance. There's now 4 in Zach's team, so they're going to have 3 hours each. I really don't know how they're going to manage 3 hours in this heat. I can only assume that you're lucky with the kart that you get, because not every kart is going to be identical. The engines are all going to be very slightly different. I know from experience you can make 10 engines at the same time and they all perform slightly differently. Some will be slightly better than others.
Well, that's today's practice done. We've only been out 3 times. The real practice is tomorrow, so this is like an optional practice day on the Thursday, which is hence why I've been over 3 times, because it's like $45 or 45 euros.
45 euros a session, and each session is 10 minutes, so it's 4.5 euros a minute. It's quite pricey.
Understand how much money you make?
I don't know, 70,000.
Yeah, hence why I've been out 3 times. That last one, we added 26 kilos of lead to Zach to make him up to weight. That caused some issues because it means his back end is too heavy now, so he can't get the front to grip in for turning, so it's like he's driving a bus. So we're going to have to move his seating forward for tomorrow. But it's been a good day, it's hot. Looking forward to getting to that hotel and having a beer. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, it is Friday. It is the official practice day of the TB World Finals. So you can tell I've got my outfit on, which is really good. So yesterday was practice. It was up and down. We've got to do some settings on the kart because obviously we can't change too much. So we're going to have to move Zach forward a bit to get a bit of weight on these front wheels so we can actually get into the corners. But other than that, today's official practice. We're practicing for the sprint and we're also practicing for the endurance. So let's see how the day goes.
Okay. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the finals 2025.
We've had the morning briefing and the juniors are out for their first practice session of the day. So we've got Elijah, Isaac and Zach all going out on kart 7, 8 and 9, or position 7, 8 and 9. Just walking my way down now. They're the first ones out, so I'm kind of waiting to see what actually happens. So having never been here before, I don't really truly understand the format. We've got the schedule, so we know the timings, but in terms of the actual how everything works, we're still sort of trying to get to grips with that. Right, the karts are on the grids. I've never noticed this before, but Isaac talks constantly. It's only through having him sort of this weekend, I've noticed he just... It is, you're like a little chatterbox.
Chatter. You never stop talking.
Yeah. It means I can put entertain. Like YouTube?
Yep. Right, have you put your seat as far forward as it will go, Zach? Right, Isaac, are you putting your seat as far forward, yeah? It's all down to them now. They're on the grid. They're set up as best as they can be. They've got Alfanos. They know that following this practice lap, they've got 1 hot lap, and that counts as their qualifying. I am nervous, really nervous. My stomach is off already.
I'm all right. I don't mind high karts. Well, arrive and drive. They've got big barriers around them. They don't drive at 75 miles an hour.
No, it's not that. I think it's just that I want them to do well, but I've got absolutely no idea what our competition is like here, so I've got no clue as to how they're going to fare in comparison to the other drivers. This is a complete unknown for us. So never been here before, never done this before. they come, so this is it, they need to start getting lined up. The countdown's going down, that didn't look like a very good start. They were all over the place. They have been told they had to be in the tram lines or they got a penalty.
So this is the one-shot showdown lap that they will have to put themselves into position on the grid.
Right, let's see how far behind they were. So who was the fastest on the track? 1:14. Elijah 1:14, Isaac 1:14. Zach 1:16. What the hell was he doing?
It's an all-Italian front row, as we mentioned, Rivagossi and Tossini, then Langer and Baker, Pozzato and Riccati, Guglielmi and Graziani, from Hartley and Jameson, Beneferri and Jennings, then Montes trying to stay out of harm's way, Big Club on the inside, and a nice overtaking move further back.
They're talking about a lot of scrabbling out in the backpack.
Turn 4,
Zach's in that backpack.
Really
you can bet your life he's probably there squabbling with the other drivers.
Certainly a problem. Two of the drivers at the back end have started to step out on the banking. So Tossini really is starting to get the
okay, Zach's just been given a 5-second race penalty. That's probably why his lap time is so low. Elijah Hartley's now got himself a 5-second penalty.
Second penalty for contact.
Okay, so we're now taking the Alfanos off. I don't know what we do about GoPros. Or are they automatically on there? Did you know you got a 5-second penalty?
No.
Yeah.
The kid fired me off twice and I fired him once. How does that work?
Elijah got one too.
The orange stamp, he fired me off twice, so I fired him back and now I got the penalty.
He didn't get any, no one else got penalties, just you and Elijah.
Yeah, that orange stamp there, he went, Bosch, sent me out of the way. Overtaken by 4 karts. Bosch sent me out of the way again, so I sent him off.
Well, maybe he's doing it a bit more discreet than you are.
I was a bit discreet.
Or not discreet enough.
Right. Yeah, so we're on weight. We're on weight.
Which is good.
By 1 kilo over.
Right, that's heat 1 done. Team Brit, 5-second penalty.
Zach was saying that the other lad punted him off twice.
He did, which is why he punted him off, but we got caught.
And off they go. So I've just had to go and beg, borrow and steal a seat insert for Isaac because people keep taking them back to their garages, hanging on to them as if they're a personal issue. Hopefully you can hear me over the commentator. They've got the speakers up really loud. It's literally all you can hear. You can't hear a conversation with anybody else unless you're shouting in their ear. Right, so the pace car's gone out. We've now got the drivers following out.
Onto the circuit at Kartland Perry.
So I believe the drivers are starting in the positions where they finished the last heat. So that should mean Zach's starting in 12th.
And Isaac Jameson, then Jack Baker and Matteo Beneferri from Elijah Hartley, Zach Jennings, Andres Montes Garcia and Pablo Chibalos. We moved to through depth on the course. Third position is up into P2, goes Alessandro Tossini, the Italian, already charging after the pole sitter. Back onto the inside, Riccati trying to dive in, but he's already got a couple of drivers around him, and this could be a very difficult first lap.
Oh shit, I think Zach's off.
Back into 4th position.
God's sake.
Spun at the back of the field as well, rather than get out of the car.
Zach's off.
So a big difficulty
again
for a couple of the drivers in the pack.
He's just got no grip, he's sliding around all over the place. It's definitely not a great day for Zach. Elijah Hartley's shown us down in 12th as well. Oh, Elijah's now got a penalty.
To the race leader, he's going to have a little bit of support here.
The commentator gets really excitable.
Junior, as both drivers are
He's literally
and going for it for broke.
Shouting, screaming with excitement.
Back on the inside as they come out of the flyover section, and they're going to be diving up to the inside for second place. That is. So Isaac so far has been the most consistent junior. He's currently sitting in 8th. He's had no penalties so far, and he's sitting at the back of the first pack. So he's keeping up with the front group. I actually think Zach is closing the gap on the other karts ahead of him. Going into the final lap here in Kartland Perry.
Oh, it's the final lap. He's not got enough time to gain any more places. Okay, here we go. Final lap. Yeah, we're going to have a very frustrated Zach coming off there. He lost so many places. So the last race of today, Group D, they're out for their Heat 2. It's quite good that everyone gets up and supports all the other drivers on the races.
Back of the field there, a spinner right to the tail end of the field, and there'd already been one of those.
The commentator's so loud, I'm having to hold the microphone right next to my mouth. Okay, so we've got Isaac Jameson and hubby there.
So that's the sprint racing done for today, and it's now time for endurance.
So by the looks of it, the whole team's got a job to help support the endurance team, yeah?
Yeah, it's all the crew basically. We've all got a job.
Yeah.
Not quite F1.
Well, it's our own version.
It's our own version.
In the junior competition, of course.
So you can ask, what is the TB World Finals? So the TB World Finals are basically part of the TB Kart network. We're here representing the UK because we race with X-Kart, which is TB. So we're like the UK representatives of TB, hence why we're here. There's people from all around the world here. But yeah, it's really, really diverse with countries from all over the world turn up. So the first part of it is what we call the sprint race, which basically the drivers go out in the Rotax, almost like ride and drive karts, the TB karts. They do that all day on the Friday. Then at the end of the Friday, we then go into the endurance. So the endurance starts at around about, I think it's about 6 o'clock this evening, where they have an hour's practice. So we've got 4 drivers in our little team, which Zach is in. Then after that practice, they do an endurance qualifying, which decides where they're going to start.
Gate crashing.
You can gate crash.
What are we talking about?
Explaining what the TB is all about, as in the TB finals. So then on the, let's move around, Mac Street. Then on the Saturday is the actual endurance race, so it's 12 hours. So we've got 4 drivers in the X-Kart team, and then we've got another 4 drivers in the X-Kart crew, is that right? Yep, so we've
crew
got
versus staff, we're having our own little competition.
There you go. So we've got 8 drivers in total, so there's 4 of them in one kart, and they will drive for 12 hours. So Matty's been getting all the strategy done and getting ready.
Spreadsheets at the ready.
You love a spreadsheet. And then we've got all the crew here, basically, so parents, X-Kart crew, we're all here backing up, and we've all got our jobs to do, because obviously we've got to keep the kids on the track. So it's going to be interesting. And then Sunday, we then go back to sprint racing, which is, I think it's got a heat and then the final.
Repecharge, final.
And then that's the sprint side of things. So it's a long weekend. So if you're thinking about doing the TB Kart World Finals, it's enjoyable, but it's now 5:45, and we've still got probably another 3 hours, 4 hours left.
We're not leaving till 9 o'clock tonight, and we got here at 6.
There you go. And
at least it's not raining.
At least it's not raining, it's sunny. And then tomorrow we've got to be here for, I think, 7 in the morning, and they don't stop racing until 9 o'clock in the evening on the endurance. And then you've got trophies and everything else after that. So it's a really, really long weekend.
What I have found though, and I don't know about you, this is far less stressful than an owner-driver.
Oh, massively, massively. I know on our videos, I turn around and go, my stomach's in my arse. This is not.
It's just fun.
It's just good fun. It's enjoyable, it's fun. I think also because the karts are enclosed, so they're high karts basically. They don't go as fast as the Rotax, so you've got that bit of protection in there. The driving's very, very clean. You've got the best of the best from all around the world here, so the driving standards are really, really good. Although Zach did get a penalty, 5 seconds, but that's Zach for you, that's what he does.
Some things never change.
Some things never change. So that is what the TB World Finals are, and a big thanks to Matty from X-Kart for inviting us really, and let us represent the UK and drive for him.
And there'll be an affiliate link for Zenico if you want to do it next year.
Absolutely. So, let's get the kids in the karts, or as I used to say, let's get the boys in the karts. Let's start practicing for the endurance.
So Zach won't be getting any awards today, unless there's one for being at the back and for getting a penalty. But Louis Harvey will. He did in fact win 2 races, but sadly got a 10-second penalty applied to one because he squeezed the fuel pipe, which he didn't realise was part of the regulations, but then he did win the second heat. So we've just come up, he's going to get an award for winning his heat, so we've all come up to support him.
That wrapped up the first day of sprint racing. It was a bit of a frustrating one for the team. Zach really struggled with the car after so much extra weight was added, and there just wasn't much grip to work with. We picked up a few penalties that knocked us back, but honestly, it was still a great day out in the sun. After that, it was straight into endurance testing, pit stops, qualifying, and getting ready for the big 12-hour race the next day. Hope you enjoyed watching. The endurance race is part 2, and the sprint finals are part 3. So stay tuned, there's plenty more to come. Remember, give us a like, give us a subscribe.